After the 30th anniversary of CBR, Honda has eyed in different segments to raise the market value and to tell who's the boss. We have been watching announcement of many motos in different categories from Honda. Since it's been at talks around the world. Would Honda gonna turn the table for them? With rumors swirling regarding a potential Honda CBR 600RR, one designer has eyed up a return to the 750cc class. The Honda CBR 750RR may have been a stillborn machine of the late 80s, but the idea of a proper, inline four-cylinder, 750cc sports bike from Honda has never really gone away. Honda of course did have the now iconic RC30, although compared to the other 750s of the time it was more advanced, faster, and more expensive than the lots. It took Honda to build the Fireblade, for them to put the power and dynamics of a race bike into the rider in street's hands. The question of what could a 740cc blade look like, has obviously been swirling around this motorcycle designer's mind, as he's taken up the challenge and designed his own CBR 750RR, and I am loving it. With all the talk of the possibility of a new Honda CBR 600RR Supersport debuting later this year, we are still dubious, but going with it so far, one intrepid soul has wondered what a 750cc variant might look like. The 750cc sport bike category is an interesting one, since they typically don't have a home when it comes to racing, but provide the best of both worlds for those who think that a track day is a good use of a weekend. Light and nimble like a 600, but with the brawn closer to a 1000cc, the category is defined by the Suzuki GSX-R 750 and currently lead, in our opinion, by the Ducati Panigale V2. With bikes like the MV Agusta F3 800 and Triumph Daytona Moto 2 765, the segment has no shortage of potent and intriguing motorcycles. So, could Honda fit in as well? Well, if their design looks anything like the one shown here, we certainly think so. The unnamed designer of these renders, please reach out if these are yours, so we can give credit where it's due, has envisioned something that is certainly within the design ethos of what Honda has produced with the Honda CBR 1000RR and now with the Honda CBR 1000RRR. The front of the fairing reminds us of the outgoing CBR 1000RR quite a bit, especially in the headlamp design, with some hints from the VFR 800 in the fairing's shoulders as well. The frame looks very similar to the CBR 1000RR, though with more material removed from its bulk. The swing arm bolts right to the motor, and is of an asymmetrical design, as is the standard now. The fuel tank and fairings are very angular in their shapes, which makes for a very aggressive design, which is perhaps what attracts us to this concept the most. A mean machine, it is curious to see the motorcycle without winglets, as seen on the current CBR 1000RRR. Nevertheless, it is clear that someone has spent a lot of time thinking about this motorcycle, both on its design and how it would work. We doubt that Honda would pursue a 750cc sport bike again, but this design makes some interesting propositions for that idea, if not at least giving some pointers on how Big Red could style its rumored 600cc machine. In the end, maybe it's all just a rumor. The manufacturer itself has not come out to confirm this development. Let's say that during this period you have to rely on your own judgment. How reliable is the information I provide? All these facts we can only wait until disclosure from the developer. We don't know exactly when all the information will be disclosed. What do you think though? Should Honda build a CBR 750RR? Give your thoughts in the comments. Let's propose it to Honda. And get a bright information.